How's it going, folks, and welcome to another Clan Tuning with Ronin 47R. This is a special presentation. I don't really know what to call it. This is a Clan 47R 1v1 tournament, the first one we've ever put on. A lot of fun. We're really excited about it. Here are the rules. It is a Tier 8 match on mines. It is team destruction, and there are three ways that we're going to have to analyze this thing. One, you destroy the enemy, you win. If nobody gets destroyed, it's whoever delivers the most damage. Last but not least, if nobody does any damage, it's whoever's traveled the furthest. That way there's nobody just camping forever. Now, what prompted us to do this? Well, of course, it's going to be a lot of fun, but our clan is so awesome. We've got some folks that have donated with their own hard cash, some prize money, some prizes. So first place prize is going to be a 1-year Xbox Live code. The second place prize is going to be a $30 Xbox code, and the third prize is going to be a $15 Xbox code. Thank you very much for those anonymous donations. And guys, let's go ahead and see how the tournament went. Check it out. All right, there we go. So Orange is cruising his STA2. You got the T-54 lightweight being run by Awarded Stake. And it looks like the STA2 is cruising the periphery there. Switching over to Awarded. He's taking the center, peeking around. Sporting 2 stars on that barrel. I personally am a little intimidated by that. I'm a little scared. But I'm not going to show it. Alright, so here we go. Now he's going to check the south here. I'm keeping in mind that the light tank here has camouflage even under power when he's moving. STA2, of course, does not. It's medium. Thinking about... either he caught it or there was a sixth sense that went off. I'm not sure. I'm going to switch over to Orange's view. Not sure what he can see. And again, not sure if folks are sitting around with situations of sixth sense going off or not. Alright, so he is poised behind a bush. He is ready, knows where Orange is. He's fired, pulling back. Orange misses with the blind shot. Didn't have time to aim in there. Awarded is repositioning. And maybe he's going to go ahead and retake the same spot. Orange is trying to hustle up here. Kind of a gutsy move, to put it one way. Trying to rush forward in the open. Oh, they exchanged for almost equal amounts of damage. And I think Awarded took more damage. Oh, very equal. That is pretty darn equal. There we go. Orange is moving in. And every single shot that has connected actually did damage. It did not bounce. Alright, now he is completely hidden, I believe. But, oh, there you go. So he's moving in, doing the light tank thing. He has relatively flat, smooth areas to cruise around. And here he comes. He was not caught off guard. Orange did a great job. But he did miss that one shot there. Again, about even. Ooh, oh, these guys are doing pretty darn good on these quick movements here. It's about equal. It's going to be one shot away. And let's see who's going to do it. He misses, and there it is. That's the game. T-54 light tank by Awarded takes the first round. That was a pretty close game. That was pretty darn good. Alright folks, here we go. We've got that Dread 18 taking out the T-54 lightweight. Looks like it's going to be a very popular tank. And we have the T-34, which is actually USS Wisconsin 94's favorite tank. If it's not a tank destroyer, then he definitely likes the T-34. These are pretty much opposite ends of the spectrum. And I'm really curious to see how they're going to use the terrain and their tanks. They're most to the advantage here. Considering, again, this is a team deathmatch, so in a lot of ways, guerrilla warfare in this scenario really seems to be what's going to be in order. You don't have any teammates to assist you with your strategies. It's going to take him a long time to get to the center. Why he's doing a shot in the air, I have no idea, but okay. I'm doing my best here with latency issues. You can see there I've got one. I'm over on East, and I don't know what's going on, but I don't have... I'm missing one bar. Kind of sad by that. Hopefully it goes away. Alright, so, as usual, fast tank takes the center. That way you can get eyes on in a 360, or at least an attempt at a 360. And it looks like he is going to camp the building here, do a little side scraping, and wait for the light tank to pop over. Now, I'm not sure you know, what he sees or if he gets sixth sensed or not. Here he comes. He's looking over, and there you go. He probably just got sixth sense, and that's why he reversed. I'm not sure. Jumping over here to that dread. Not sure if he's aware of where the T-34 is. I would assume he does know. He's allowing him to get a lot of ground, a lot of movement towards the center. Let's see if that strategy works out for him. I personally would not have gone that direction. Or in other words, I wouldn't have allowed him to do that. Okay, so the Dread 18 has, some would argue, lost an initiative here. He does have the high ground. I don't know why he's not peeking over the top, but maybe he's got, you know, something up his sleeve. Now you have the T-34 driven by Wisconsin here, and he is cruising around the center. Now his gun is pointed straight forward, so I don't know if he's expecting him to come around the front. He doesn't seem to be concerned about being popped over on the top. But I guess his proximity would have gone off, you know, with the 50-meter rule there. Now I don't know if that dread has really completely lost. Maybe he didn't the location of Wisconsin. He was just taking a wide circle to get eyes on that he knows that he went in that general direction. Because surely the T-34 would not have had enough speed to go back to his spawn or that south end of the map. So now he is on patrol looking for the T-34. It's going to be a matter of time. I mean, already you're looking at half the time limit has already been taken care of. So they do not have much time. They only have about 2 minutes left in the game. And Wisconsin, I guess he thinks that the light tank is still up at the top. Or this was his way of gaining the high ground. Because he could not take it initially. Maybe he knew he was there. Now that Dread 18 is coming up. But he is searching all around, checking out the northwest. Looks like he's probably peeking around the corner there into the water. Doesn't see anything. But he's going to continue on. And it looks like, if this game doesn't change, it looks like, based on the rules that we've set forth here with the 1v1, it looks like that Dread 18 is going to win due to the marathon driving around the map. And USS Wisconsin, other than the shot that he fired into the air, which I don't know what he was doing, but maybe that was a salute. Oh, here we go. And surely you have seen that. There we go. Oh, there's a possibility right here. Now the tables have turned, and I believe, in my opinion, Wisconsin has the advantage. He's got the high ground. He knows where that light tank is located, and he's got a big boomstick. Here we go. Oh, he lost him. Oh, they did not know. Oh, no. 110? Only 110 taken off, and he's going to lose the high ground? Huh. Think I would have ran up on that light tank and tried to bully him. Wisconsin chose not to. The light tank, the T-54 lightweight, does have a pretty good reload time, much better than the T-34. We're going to see how this works out. Only got one shot in each person, each tank, and there you go. 415 off of that Dread 18, and that may have cost him the game. We'll see here. He's coming around at 15 seconds. Ram him. Ram. Oh, it takes him for 50 points on the ram. Oh, 399 out of the light tank. 236 out of Wisconsin. And why is the gun in the air? I don't know why. Huh. That was interesting. I'm really curious about that. Alright, so there you go. That is that. And he is going to be going up against the T-54 lightweight driven by Solus 1-6. And again, you're seeing a lot of heavy tank versus light tank matchups. We've seen it where the light tank did a pretty darn good job against a medium in one round. We've seen it where the light tank did not do a good job against a heavy tank in the second round. And here in the third round, we have yet to see what's going to happen. Looks like the Arcus 1 is going to go ahead and head towards the center. And you have Solus 1. Solus is getting interfered with a BFR. That is a big frickin' rock there. And interestingly enough, he's covered enough ground before the Arcus 1 has gotten to the center that they may be able to see each other before he even gets up to the center. I'll bet you Solus is trying to do a quick maneuver to flank him, but I am not sure. So here we go. He's cruising around. Now, hopefully he's not going to be spotted, because you're going to want the Arcus 1 to get far enough up where he can't really turn around. So he's really committed. In fact, he's already gotten towards the center. Solus is coming up from behind here, and now Solus is now kind of forced into a close quarter battle if he chooses to engage. There you go. He does have the initiative. He has the initiative. He's sensed. He's fired, and he should move on. There he goes. Oh, but he's clipped for 437. He's going to beat Arcus on the reload. However, it is a bounce, or it was only track damage. Either way, it was not any HP lost. So now Solus is stuck in a peekaboom game with the Arcus the 1. He did miss. He's going to have a longer reload. Solus should take advantage of this. However, it bounces. They are still pretty even, although Solus did take a little bit more damage. However, the table can turn. Oh, fast tank, fast heavy. Oh, into the rear. And I think that the Arcus the 1 is going to have a lot more HP to dish it out with. So Solus is smart to run away. He could only take one more hit, maybe just a fraction more than the one hit. So here he goes. I want to say that the T-54 Lightweight has 1,200 hit points, if memory serves. I could be wrong. But again, that IS-3 gun was definitely putting in some work. The IS-3 is an interesting heavy tank. It does have a nice balance of decent speed, again, in the world of heavy tanks. But it has a really, really darn good gun. But you better make sure your hits count. Terrible view range, and there you go. Oh, Solus lost track. What happened there? Luckily, he got really lucky that Arcus missed, and he did plant one. However, it is going to be lights out in just a moment. Let's see if Arcus is not turning the... And there it is. There it is. Done, done, and done. Another point goes towards the heavy tank. Light tanks not showing up. It was a good game, though, guys. Well played on both sides. Let's go ahead and see what happens next. All right, here we go. I'm not going to do much narrating because I have to make sure I don't die. All right, folks, so what I'm doing now is I'm doing narration after the event itself, because I was not talking while I was playing, so I was trying to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. So looking back here, I'm looking at the replay, and this is, of course, me in the FCM 50T, and I am going up against Wizard Ken in his KV4. And the reason why I selected this tank is because the way the rules are, if I stated at the beginning of the video correctly, is that we're supposed to have these tanks selected, and then you don't really choose based on what you're going up against. You just pick a tank. And I could be going up against anything that I have to chase around the map in, which is a light tank, or I could be brawling with a heavy tank, or anything in between. It's just tier 8s, and that's the rules. Our first time here doing this, 1v1. So, anyways, went with the 50, the 50T here, in case I have to go fast and all that kind of fun stuff. But anyways, so here we are, cruising along, and I'm going to go ahead and sneak a peek here, and I notice that I get 6th Sensed, so he is obviously close. There he is there. There's Wizard Ken. And what I'm doing is I'm thinking here, I had to get intel as to where he is so I can start making my plans. I saw the tree move in that direction to the left, meaning that he is moving his tank in that direction. Saw that his turret was looking up here, kind of spinning in circles, trying to figure out, give some time, see what he's going to be doing. Thought I would be able to sneak a peek there, but there's just no way. So now I'm going to have to take the time to reposition again and see which direction he's going in. I do not want to brawl with him. He has excellent armor in the KV4. And there you can see that he's starting to creep up the hill. And we've already lost a minute and a half in the game. This is 5-minute games. And I'm thinking I got to do something. I should have been a lot more patient. But I'm thinking, I'll slide down here. And let's see, if I can catch him from behind. Now, what I didn't know is that because I stopped peeking over, he does not know, or he figures that something's up. And hopefully he's facing the other way, but nope, he has turned around. Worst case scenario for me. And I'm just not going as fast as I'd like to go in this tank. And there you go. I'm thinking maybe I can get back down this hill. That really wasn't working out. I'm already starting to lose the arms race here as far as hit points. He's going to be coming around. If I can get one more hit into him, not happening. And so now I'm going to make a run for it here. But guess what? This tank, if you get up to speed, is good to go. But gosh, no, it is not fast enough. It is just not a sprinting tank. So I got really decimated in the hit points. You're looking at almost 1,300 hit points have already been taken away from me, and I think I've only gotten 2 pins into him at around maybe 400-ish points at this point, this time. So now my only hope, I've been racked. I've already repaired once. Have no more repairs, and I'm thinking here, gosh, if I can just get some shots into him, maybe I can pull this off if I use my speed. But sadly, it's not really the nimble type of feeling that I was hoping for here. Like I said, once you get up to speed, it goes fast, but the acceleration sucks. So I'm forcing myself into a situation here. Hopefully I was going to catch him off guard again, because maybe he was going to chase me around or whatnot. But I do not want to get in a brawling match with him. Absolutely not. All right, so he's not there in the middle, and I'm thinking, great. Now I got to peek over again. Where is he? Where is he? Well, no sixth sense. He's not over there. I guess he started chasing me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peek over in this one area right over there. But then I was like thinking, hey, wait, I'm sixth sensed. Wait, how did I get sixth sensed? Now, where did he go all the way around? I don't think he's that fast. I honestly don't even know where he went from that point. Dodged that shot. Got a shot under there, so that's my third pin. I'm all happy with myself, but I just played it way too conservative because I'm dealing with this this ammo rack, and I'm thinking, you know what, he's coming forward. I figure, okay, I'll track him, and then I can track him again. But you know what? Guess what I forgot at that moment? I am ammo racked, so I did not have time to track him again because I figured he would use a repair kit. But nope. So kids, make sure that you pay attention to your equipment and stay frosty there. So lost some money and only did 714 points of damage, only 3 pins, whereas Wizard Ken did a lot more, which really came to about twice as much because he got 1,500 points worth of damage. And Ken, you do know that I am going to want a rematch. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see what happens in the next round. Good game. All right, folks, so we're back at it here, and you can see in our current round, our next round here, we're looking at Machiavelli rolling in with the IS-3 spawning in the north, and he is going up against the USMC Cyclone, taking in a medium tank. This is probably maybe the first medium tank I think I've seen in this tournament today, and he's bringing in the Object 416. Kind of curious to see how this is going to play out. They're both Russian tanks, both with some gun depression challenges, and you can see USMC is taking the far western side here of the center. He's noticed he gets his first hit in there. Machiavelli's unable to get his gun on, except for at that point he was able to deliver 409. Now he's going to make a rush towards the center rock, and there's some classic side scraping that is starting to go on here. Okay, so USMC goes in for the quick launch there. Not enough though, even though they exchanged. They're still rather equal standings as far as the bar graph is concerned. However, the IS-3 is going to beat out on the HP pool, and now Cyclone is just one hit away from being killed, and it's just and he missed his shot. So now it's just a matter of the IS-3 taking that last aim shot, and the game is over. So well played, and this is our first time seeing that Object 416 make its debut there. 1,200 points of damage by the IS-3, and we have, and it looks like it's about 673 by Cyclone's Object 416. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next battle. Good game, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it here, and we've got Mosh Pit 400 piloting the IS-3, and he is spawning in the north, and of course he is going up against Chaos Fat Cat, who is also piloting an IS-3, and this is the first time we're going to go ahead and see two tanks of the same kind battling each other, very popular tanks in tournaments, that is, of the IS-3. Both tanks appear to be heading towards the center of the map, kind of a classic move to battle for the center. And what's interesting is that these tanks are of similar speeds, similar everything. The only thing that's going to be separating the two of these guys here, of course, is the equipment setup, the crews they have, and last but not least, the skills behind the controller. So let's see what unfolds. I'm sure at this point in time they've noticed each other, and it looks like it's a classic standoff here with your side scraping, which the IS-3 can do pretty darn well as far as taking some damage there on the sides and eating it in the tracks. And you can see Chaos Fat Cat now is trying to reposition and decide if it's going to be the left or the right side. Each of them playing a game of cat and mouse and peek-a-boom and assessing each other. Now, Mosh Pit has a pretty good spot here in that he has a window, an opening here, while being hull down. However, in order to get a shot at a different angle, he has to pull all the way back, still remaining in a side-scraping position. But as he does that, Chaos, moves in a different direction. Now, to get away from this stalemate, Chaos Fat Cat decides to go ahead and pull all the way back, and he goes down below here. Now, Mosh Pit has the advantage in that he can really accelerate going downhill, and now they're going to meet here at the corner of G and G4. And now it's your basic brawling match. So Chaos takes a hit, and he shoots one into the tread. So far, Mosh Pit has not sustained any damage. Now it's just a game of reload and shot placement. Bam. Two exchanges, pretty equal, but as far as tanks are concerned, the HP battle is being lost by Chaos Fat Cat at this time. So they are battling back and forth, and that shot is a ricochet, and Chaos is back in the game. Now they're relatively even, Steven. Now it's just a matter of the reload time, and they're looking at shot placement, and Chaos just took a bad hit. He is one shot. He has yet to fire. Meanwhile, Mosh Pit is reloading, and there it is. That's the game because... oh, that is not the game. I was so sure it was over. Another ricochet. He's still in the game, but he's still down by one hit. What's going to happen? Anything can happen. Oh, there it is. Each of them were just one shots. Can he get another lucky bounce? Oh, he cannot. Chaos Fat Cat is destroyed by Mosh Pit 400. Both are IS-3s. And let's go ahead and take the post-game results. You can see there is 1390 damage done by Mosh Pit and 1116 done by Chaos Fat Cat. All right, let's go ahead and see what happens in the next round. All right, folks, we're back in Mines, and we're continuing on with our 1v1 tournament here, and you have Baja 24 taking out the IS-3, coming out spawning in the north, and of course we've got a change-up here. You got your Papa Docs is coming out in an AMX 1390. Haven't seen any light tanks showing up here for a few rounds, that is. And now this is going to be another interesting match because it's going to be a little different than before. Two IS-3s were going up against each other. And now we have either ends of the spectrum once again. So let's go ahead and see what this matchup is going to bring out for us here in the form of entertainment. Okay, so your Papadox is definitely using his light tank to an advantage in that he is covering a lot of ground, kind of assessing the situation. Now, Baja 24 is probably thinking with his flippin' 3 stars on that, I'm done. I'm going home now. but in all seriousness, he's figuring, you know what, everybody and their brother goes to the center. He's going to probably do something different. And in this tank, in a heavy tank against a light tank, you're not really worried about taking a hit. Unless they get something lucky like ammo rack and all that kind of fun stuff. But I mean, if you can take a hit, and then you're going to want to really demolish with your first and most important punch there. Got to make it known in the beginning. All right, so for some reason he's either figured it out. Yeah, he probably doesn't sense him. I don't know. He's probably figured, you know what, this guy is not coming around. I'm going to go ahead and check my 6. Maybe he's been 6 sensed, not sure. So he's turned around, and now they're going to have a possible battle here. Yep, he is in. Yep, he's exposed. There it is. And, oh boy, there you go. Baja's the one that actually took some damage there. Didn't quite see how much it is. I remember an AMX 1390 is an auto loader, so he has 7 more rounds in the clip, or since it's 1v1, he's got plenty of time to control the momentum of the battle. And he is probably reloading. Alright, he's swinging around. Now, Baja, I'm not sure if he even knows where he is. The way the gun barrel is facing, the turret is facing. He's not sure if he's up in the center. So he's really playing cautious. Baja's a pretty smart player, playing the odds here. And I'm thinking he probably knows where he is at this point. Maybe not. He's pushing forward in the IS-3. And there he's probably exposed. Maybe not. Nope, he does not see Papa Docs. He is still looking the other way. Remember, light tanks, even when they still have the same camo rating, it's the only tank class that does not lose its camo rating while moving or in motion. To this, no, he does not. He still does not know where he is. Very dangerous move, but he's kind of forced. You know, he's got to take a chance. Now he knows where Papa Docs is located. He knows the general vicinity. Nice track move by Papa Docs. Excellent hit for 421 on Papa Docs by Baja 24 in his IS-3. Again, IS-3 known for having such a big boomstick. One of my favorite tanks to run. Big favorite in the tournaments. Now, he does not know for sure which way Papa Docs is going. However, I believe he will know pretty soon. Now he knows. There he goes. He's looking. And now it's a peek-a-boom. I don't know. I'm thinking right now Baja is in the winning position. Notice how he is facing directly at Papa Docs. This is a pike-nosed tank. You do not want to side scrape in regards to the front of your tank in an attempt to deflect incoming shells. He does not know that Papa Docs is left. Look at that. You can really see the advantage of a light tank's skill in regards to staying undetected. Because look, he's already covered so much ground, leaving the enemy bewildered. You know, what these 1v1s in a lot of ways are kind of a crapshoot, in my opinion. We do not normally, I mean, when do you play 1v1? And when you are playing in random battles or in clan battles, you have so many folks that are able to spot. In this case, it would have been Papa Docs being spotted by some other teammate, that they would not be able to be this ninja. One-on-one on this map, or any map for that matter, light tanks have a great advantage of hiding. However, the flip of that, of course, is this is going to come down to a damage game, and unless Papa Docs does something, I'm pretty sure that Baja 24 will be ruled as the winner due to the fact that he's delivered more damage. Maybe Papa Docs is just hoping to leave it up to the refs to make a decision, because he has really taken the long way. Maybe he was thinking the IS-3 would come around. Not sure. That was probably just a hopeful blind shot, or just a shot off before the very end of the game as some sort of salute. So there you go. You've got 421 for the IS-3, but you have Papa Docs laying in 514 damage. So he was able to take the win for this particular game. He was able to make some damage and run away to fight another day. So there you go. Congratulations, Papa Docs. That was well fought on both sides. All right, so here we are again in another round, and we're looking at Killer Ezio bringing in an IS-3 versus another heavy tank piloted by USS Wisconsin 94, and that's the T-34. That would be the first time I've seen that tank debut today, and it will end up being the only time we see this tank debuting in this tournament. USS Wisconsin 94's favorite tank happens to be the T-34, and he's a big fan of tank destroyers in general. Meanwhile, our Killer Ezio is piloting the most popular, I dare say, heavy tank, if not tank, in tournament matches. So how is this going to unfold? We're not quite sure. We do have two very different tanks, and we don't need to get into those specifics. But we all know that the IS-3 is very fast, and right now Killer Ezio is using the speed to bypass, not go up the center, but bypass what is the predictable thing and head over to the 7-8 line. Meanwhile, as happenstance would be, USS Wisconsin 94, who is doing some sort of strange salute in the air, he is sporting two MOEs, pretty intimidating there, and he just happens to be going in the same direction. And they are going to be meeting very soon. Now, here we go, and oh, he just now noticed each other. Two hits. Wisconsin takes some damage. Ezio gets it in the tracks. Nothing bad at all. Here we go. What's going to happen? Oh, he's in position. Side scraping. Oh, he delivers another shot to Wisconsin. However, he does take a shot. They're almost even. However, Ezio is doing a little bit better as far as damage dealing. Now, I got it. My hat goes off to you. He gets a bounce there off of Wisconsin and another bounce there to Ezio. My hat goes off to Wisconsin, though, for going in reverse while staying in the game, mindset, what he needs to do, and he goes in reverse in the crack there between the rock and the mountain. That was very, very impressive. Now they're back to your basic standoff of side scraping, peek-a-booming, and trying to figure out what the other one's going to do. They are in that 50-meter range, so they're absolutely aware of each other's presence. Not much you can hide from each other when you're that close. Now with the IS-3, you're going to want to make sure that you're always facing forward as far as the upper glacis is concerned, because of course it is a pike nose type of tank. However, he is doing some side scraping, so that does leave some vulnerabilities to the front. Kind of a give or take there. Great tank at side scraping. Meanwhile, the T-34 has a very strong turret, great for hull down. But right now, that is really not the situation. It is not hull down. It's just a tank where it's just going to have to peek out just like any other. Now, what is going to happen? Oh, possible shot on the rear. Misses. However, Ezio does take some damage, and now they are, for all intents and purposes, even Steven. Wisconsin is able to get out of the way, gets to some security. By now, they've both reloaded, and we're back to square one. A lot of this match, a lot of these games, I'm finding it comes to, and speaking from experience, is, you know, that one factor can make a big difference in having the whole battle go downhill very quickly. All right, so what is the T-34 going to do? Looks like he is going in reverse and coming forward in reverse. Not quite sure what he's going to do. Ezio is trying to come over. He's not going to pop through. Still trying to bait him out, and it's not working for either side. So what Ezio is doing now is he was given a lot of distance between the rock and he, trying to probably lose the detection, try to get Wisconsin to come out and peek to decide, where did Ezio go. Didn't work out. Here he is. He has a shot at the rear. Takes him. However, he was just a little too late. Ezio gets fire returned to him. They're both reloading. And again, they're still back to being even. Now, Wisconsin, in order to get through that gap between the mountain and the rock, he really can't, he can't turn his hull. Now, at this point, he's probably trying to decide, do I want to go forward, or what's the direction I really want to go in? Now, when I was looking at this, I'm thinking to myself here, why is he going in reverse? And it could be because he wants to extricate himself very quickly, or he just didn't quite have the time to turn the hull all the way around, and so he has to do the second best thing, which is reverse side scraping. Other than the reverse side scraping stance, though, this is, again, the whole game, once they've met the corner, has been pretty much a classic match of going back and forth. Yep, he repairs the track, and what's he going to do? Bam, takes out Wisconsin. Now, that was an excellent, excellent move by Ezio to remember to, keep track of the other person's reload using his repair kit and whatnot. Ezio delivers 1,500 points of damage, and Wisconsin delivers 1,324 in that matchup. Congratulations, guys. That was a good game. All right, let's go ahead and see what happens in the next round. All right, we're opening up here with the RU-251 being piloted by Duke of Peasant. If you guys know this guy, when it comes to light tanks, fear him, fear him, fear him. Arcus the One, excellent player in the IS-3. This is going to be a very, very good battle. And here you go with a IS-3 sporting the 1 mark of excellence. And you have, I can't count all those. Is that 2? Is that 3? I don't even know. It's just too fast. So here we go. Light tank versus heavy tank. We've seen it go in either direction both times. This is a really nice tank. He is coming up the center. He's owning this place because he is just so fast. A lot of heavy tanks in these latter rounds are taking the 8 line, and so there goes Arcus the One, heading north on the 8-9 line. Duke of Peasant is taking a peek, grabbing some intel. There he goes. Gains nothing. He may have recognized, there it is. So he knows where he is. Took a quick snapshot there. He is bouncing back and forth, not fearing too much because IS-3 was facing away earlier, and now Arcus the One is facing the correct direction, knowing that enemy fire is coming in. Duke of Peasant is repositioning. And for luck, he has his, he believes in that clover, that 4-leaf clover on the side of his tank, but I guess it pays off. Who knows? Arcus the One is closing the distance here because you're not going to want to get into a sniping match in the IS-3. So he's taken the speed and the armor to the enemy. Duke of Peasant is going to go ahead and do a power slide here, trying to utilize the flat plains and hope he doesn't get hit. He's juking left and right, also taking a lower path there as a shot goes over him. So now he is hauling butt north through the water. The IS-3, driven by Arcus the One, it looks like he is going to go ahead and take the bait and go down to the flats. And the reason why I say that is he may get lucky with a shot off in the distance, but between the aim time, there are you 251 juking around. I'm not really sure he's going to be able to pull that off. Also, too, I'm wondering how he's going to deal with Duke of Peasant's speed in a light tank when he leaves that particular area. Because at that point, I'm going to wager if Duke wanted to, he can get up to the center and look over into the water. Wow. Okay. He's pulling forward on, well, there he goes. He did take a shot for, I believe, 208. But it's still anyone's game because there's plenty of HP in a heavy tank when compared to a light tank. Alright, he is counting on aim time. However, he's looking in the wrong direction because the RU is too camouflaged. Again, light tanks retain their camouflage while in movement, and here you can see it being paying off for itself again. He's looking in the wrong direction. Duke is repositioning, and that was what I was afraid of by taking the water route. However, I can see that perhaps Arcus did not take the water route because, slight bump of a rock there, because if he did go to the edge, he would have to deal with gun depression, exposing himself as he tipped over, so who knows. Now, I don't think Arcus knows where Duke is, but Duke definitely knows where Arcus is. And here he goes, sliding down. Oh, man. Surprised he didn't take a shot. He wants to retain his veil of shadow. Arcus may have reckoned... Yep, I believe he knows where he is. So now Duke lost the initiative, and now they're back to square one. There's a hit for only 196. I don't know what's going on there. And now he's going to be out-rotated. Oh, I'm surprised. He allowed him to take the hit, or the swing around there. 30-35, anyone's game. He is going to out-DPM him, but you don't know how this is going to end. Here we go. 246. And, oh gosh, there it is. 411. Ram him, ram him, ram him. Oh, he misses. I think he was counting on the ram, costing him the rotation time. However, he's back in the game, possibly. And there it is. Very, very close game. I'll tell you what, I really thought Duke was going to take this, but I think it kind of turned when he lost the initiative and then got in that match going in a circle, and it just spiraled out of control. Duke did deliver 1395 of damage. Arcus the One did deliver 1200. Regardless, in the end, Duke was taken out by Arcus the One in the IS-3. Well played by both guys. Good stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens in the next one. All right, folks, here we go. Mosh Pit 400 in the IS-3, spawning in the north. And, of course, you have Machiavelli in the blue tank. Another IS-3 as well, spawning in the south. So away we go here. All right, so you can see here Machiavelli is running some premium stuff, and he has completely a 100% premium loadout. It looks like it's the same thing going for Mr. Mosh Pit 400. And are they going for the same location? No, Machiavelli is taking the 7-8 line, and Mosh Pit 400 is taking the center. All right, so here we go. We are going up through the center there. And Mosh Pit's not sure where Machiavelli is. Machiavelli is cruising up the 7-8 line still. Looking to see if the enemy is going to pop around the corner. Nothing yet. I think Moshpit's figured out that nothing is going on in the north, so now he's going to go ahead and take the high ground here. Still peeking to the right. There you go. There's nothing going on. And Machiavelli is swinging around towards the center. And I'm going to wager that he is going to go up to the center as well. Alright, Moshpit is taking a peek over. He doesn't see anything. He's probably sixth sensed at this point, but not sure where it's coming from. He better turn around really quickly because the IS-3 driven by Machiavelli 2189, excuse me, we'll see him, and there it is. Actually, Machiavelli took a hit first. I'm rather surprised. I believe he took more damage than was delivered to Moshpit, but they are down to one-on-one with the counts of hits. Specifically penetrations. Now you have one penetration to Moshpit 400, whereas the round bounced off of Machiavelli. Right now Machiavelli does have the advantage, not only in the hits, but also too in the elevation. Moshpit 400 hits it in the dirt, and he might be reloaded by now. Survey says. Ooh, yikes. So still nothing on Machiavelli except for that one initial hit. And Moshpit 400 is going in for the ram, doing very little damage of 22. However, he did get that one extra hit in there, but now I think that he is going to be done based on the fact that the reloads are similar, and it's kind of a done deal. I think he's just waiting to take it. And there it is. Machiavelli takes out Moshpit 400 in the center of the two IS-3 tanks. You're looking at a damage of 1195 done by Moshpit 400 and an even 1500 done by Machiavelli. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out the next round. Taking out the Carnarvon here, and it looks like he has a little bit of Mark of Excellent action on there. Pretty darn impressive. And he is up against Killer Ezio in the IS-3, and it looks like they have the same number of Marks of Excellence on their tank. So here we go. Heavy tanks abound in this map as they are heading towards the center. Although I'm going to go ahead and say that Killer Ezio is choosing to run up the... No, he is not going to take the 7-8 line. He is actually going to take the 5 line. But he's taking it at an angle. That's interesting. Okay, so P-Tuffs is taking the typical route of the center. He's kind of hugging the left there, waiting to see if anybody's going to pop up on the other side. Turns out they are going to be meeting each other. Now, they're going to be pretty close to spot each other both visually and in proximity here right quick. And there it is. They've seen each other. They've got soft contact there. No fire has been exchanged at this time, and now the wheels are turning in each tanker's mind. How they are going to engage each other based on the terrain, based on each other's reload, side scraping, height, depression. All these things are going through a good tanker's mind when assessing the enemy. And I don't know, these P-Tuff seems pretty still there. He's pretty aimed in, ready to go. I'm surprised that he's not clipped Ezio yet. Maybe he just has not revealed enough of his tank to P-Tuffs. Here comes Ezio around the rock. Not quite. Again, a little bit of a challenge with the gun depression on the IS-3. And there he goes. He's going to probably come in for a follow-up. Of course, the challenge is, oh, P-Tuffs pulled back enough, and Killer Ezio shot the dirt. But P-Tuffs has a quicker reload with these British tanks, but he'll have less alpha. So now we're back to square one. We are back to square one. It's pretty much a standoff. You've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. And you have two folks just dueling here, taking their time posturing. The center of the map, having to deal with the up and over. Now this is where the gun depression is going to suck. Oh, he delivers 395 into P-Tuff's Carnarvon. Killer Ezio's IS-3 takes up the damage in the tracks. However, P-Tuffs will have a better reload. And no go. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go. And here he goes. He's being pretty S3, giving away some angles that I'm not sure is a good idea, but so far so good. Notice he switches to the left direction in anticipation for P-Tufts to come out. Takes a 233, delivers a 405. He's going to better get ready for the next shot because he's going to be beaten on the reload. And there it is, soaked up by the tracks. Killer Ezio is going to take, oh, that should have been a guaranteed shot, but it was absolutely ricocheted. Oh my gosh, another wasted shot. That is amazing. I don't know where he's aiming, RNG. It's just a bad day for P-Tufts. That was a huge hit there. Another bounce. This is amazing. 12 points for the Ram. Doesn't do much. Pretty irritating. A little psychological there. And finished off by Killer Ezio in the in the IS-3. Wow, that hurt really quickly there at the end. So P-Tufts delivered in that battle 233 points of damage, and Killer Ezio delivered 1,600. Well played, guys. Well played. Let's go ahead and check out the next round. All right, folks, we're back for another 1v1 in the little tournament we're running here, Clan 47R. We've got Arcus the One showing up in the Motherland. I believe this is a different tank than he played in a previous round, so we're going to see what he's going to be doing in this one. Meanwhile, you have Wizard Ken back in the fray here with his KV-4. He did an excellent job going against me earlier. Let's see what he's going to go ahead and do against the Motherland in this particular battle. Spawning in the south here, he is heading up. I'm going to go ahead and guess that he is not going to take the 7-8 line. He's probably going to take the middle. He's a big fan of utilizing the height of the KV-4 to see up and over the hill. And this is, of course, a well-armored tank. Meanwhile, you've got the Motherland, also a very well-armored tank for a medium. And, has a pretty decent delivery system there with its gun, its reload, etc. So let's see what's going to happen here. You can see Arcus the One is running some petrol, so he's trying to get a little more umph out on some turret rotation, some acceleration in general. He is going to go ahead and take the 7-8 line south. And you have Wizard Ken doing what I thought he would do, which is go up the center there. All right, so here is Arcus cruising around. And as a side note, it looks really weird when it's completely red like that, doesn't it? Very interesting. All right, so here we go. You've got the Smurf Mobile here, the blue tank. Going up. Arcus is coming around the bend. Pretty soon they're going to have proximity detection. Very soon. It's not yet. Arcus is assuming he's up here on the corner, and you know what? He does see him. All right, so Wizard Ken knows that he's there. He is getting in position to try to side scrape, take advantage of this. And now they are doing a stalemate peek-a-boom action here with the center of the map, not unlike the previous round. But again, you have two completely different tanks, and I believe, I thought he got hit in the treads, but he didn't repair it. I don't know how that happened. It was a weird little symbol. So now he is so close. He's having a difficult time getting the gun on each other. However, they were able to land some damage there. No damage on the Ram. Got a bounce off of that. 296 to the Motherland. So Wizard is totally bullying this guy back and forth. I don't know. It's more of the same here. Gonna have to change it up a bit. Now it's 233 was lost there. 286. But still between HP, I would probably want to accelerate around. I don't know. And there it is. Yep. No go against the KV-4. If you get close like that, you are done. I know that personally. However, it was a very good game by Arcus. And let's go ahead and see how Wizard did against him with 1,300 points of damage against Arcus the One. The Motherland did not stand up to its bouncy armor. And he delivered 1047 in damage. However, again, Wizard Ken did an excellent job in the KV-4, destroying Arcus the One, piloting the Motherland. Folks, let's go ahead and take a look at the next round. All right, folks, we are back in it. We're seeing a return of the AMX 1390, piloted by your Papa Docs. He is going up against the awarded stake 863, driving the T-54 lightweight. Again, both these guys are in Clan 47R. And they're doing an excellent job of representing the skills that this clan has. I mean, gosh, there is a lot of guys in this clan that have some pretty darn good skills. My hat goes off to them. Now, this is going to be a very exciting game, and I'll tell you why. All of them have been. But this one here, we have yet to see a battle where there are two light tanks going up against each other. This will be interesting. Your Papadox seems to be a lot more of a terrain using sort of player. He's scoping out the center, assuming that Warded Stake will pop up through the center. Meanwhile, you've got a Warded Stake cruising along here in the T-54 Lightweight along the western edge of the map, and he's looking around trying to identify his enemy's location. Now, I'm not sure if he saw where Papadox is located or it was just a good habit of slowing down, taking a moment, staying behind that rock before he looks around and peeks through. But you know what? I don't think he knows where he is now because he's still looking in places that Papadox is not. Meanwhile, Papadox is also cruising around, hunting drastically, frantically for a Warded Stake because, again, these two light tanks to each other, you never know where they're going to be. They can cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. He's coming up here on the edge, and he does not peek over. He might not have even have seen the T-54 Lightweight coming around the northwest bend of the map. He is still searching around frantically, looking for a Warded Stake's location. Okay, now Warded Stake is going to go ahead and push up to the center here. Both these tankers are coming up with nothing. They're looking all around. They're not coming up with anything. They have no idea where these guys are. Remember, guys, watching this map, if nobody delivers any damage, if nobody gets destroyed, the tiebreaker will be the most distance traveled. And I'll tell you what. Oh, proximity, possible proximity detection? Maybe not. I didn't see any movement in the turret, so I did not get any indication that they knew where the other was. But these guys are both putting on some distance. No, I don't think he knows where. I don't think there was proximity detection because he's kind of slowly going through this area here. Again, these guys have no clue where the other is. We are watching a race car match at this point. Some very, very good tankers. Utilizing their tanks well, using the terrain well. Very, very awesome. Alright, so here we go. Possible contact? No, nothing yet. Nobody is registering the other. Now it's a Warded Stake's turn to go up to the center to take a look to see if the enemy is located up here at the top. He does not see Papadox running southward to the K-line as Papadox is checking out the edge of the map, but he's also keeping an eye in the center. Still a no-go for everybody. Nothing is happening. Alright, so we might get some contact now, and there you go. Wait. There it is. I don't know who spotted who first, but they definitely know where each other are at this point. And you have Papadox having unleashed one shot. I do not think he is reloading, so he has already used one of his rounds out of the clip, which doesn't mean that he is not by any means still very dangerous because there are a lot more rounds in the clip left. Here goes the T-54 Lightweight coming around, trying to, misses the on-the-move shot. And very close, very close. There it is a hit. Oh, takes it in the treads. I don't know if he's reloaded, so he might only have a few shots left. There we go. What is he going to do? It's pretty even, although Warded Stake is beating him there. 103 points of damage to Papadox. Ow, and a Warded Stake is taken out by the autoloader. The AMX 1390 driven by your Papadox. So, good job, guys. Good job. That was a really, really good game there. Towards the end, they mixed it up, delivering 1,200 points of damage from your Papadox from the AMX 1390 into a Warded Stake's T-54 Lightweight. Meanwhile, a Warded Stake had delivered 653 points back at him. All right, folks, let's go ahead and now that Papadox took the victory, let's go ahead and move on to the next game. All right, folks, we are back. We just got through seeing in a previous match your Papadox taking out the AMX 1390, and he claimed victory. Therefore, it moves him up to the next bracket, and here he is going up against Wizard Ken in the KV4. This is going to be a very interesting match. I know that in a previous practice battle, the KV4, driven by Wizard Ken, he did go up against Solus driving in the very same tank, the AMX 1390, and lost. Now let's see if his practice has paid off so that he can take out your Papadox driving the very same tank that he had trouble with in practice. Papadox is taking the eastern route, going down the 1 line, completely scouting around. Wizard Ken is doing something different. He has always taken the center, and now he's going to do something different, try to mix it up, make the enemy wonder what's going on, and he is going to take the long route up the 7-8 line. Now, the last thing the AMX 1390 wants to do is to get into a brawling close quarter match with a heavy tank, unless, of course, you have room to drive around in a circle. Now, over there at the D7 line there, the intersection point where a lot of brawls occur, you do not have the room to utilize the legs on a fast, light tank. Now, we've seen Papadox do this before. It's really interesting to analyze the skills of the player here, and they seem to have some set routines and strategies in place in which I'm noticing your Papadox taking similar routes when he is clearing out or going on patrol, if you will. Okay, Wizard Ken is coming back around. He has decided that he has not seen anything with this fast tank and that he's probably not coming that way. Of course, he's noticed Papadox, but I don't think Papadox has noticed him, and holy mackerel, how did that even occur? That was a really, really good shot on Papadox by the KV4. Wizard Ken sniping him from so very far away. Now, how he wasn't noticed, I have no idea. But I'll tell you what, he is noticed now. Now, here comes the next dangerous part. If Papadox can deliver the goods on this tank, this heavy tank out in the open, it could be bad news for Wizard Ken. However, all it takes is a couple more hits just like that. Here it is. Here it is. He just has to outmaneuver him. Not a lot of damage there. He's taking his time. Uh-oh. We got a problem. There it is. He missed. Nice work. And he is waiting for the reload to juke again. Out distance the traverse speed. I believe Papadox is dealing with a reload issue at this time, being that it is an autoloader. So there you go. I'll tell you what, though, he pulled off some really good hits against Wizard Ken. However, Wizard Ken is still, I believe, in control of this map. He is in a good armored position, both geographically, but also, too, in regards to the class of tank that he is running. The only way that Papadox can win this battle is if he can get Wizard Ken to shoot and miss, and then run up on him and continue to lay into him with his fully reloaded by at this time autoloader. Let's go ahead and switch over to Wizard Ken. Now, he is smart enough to realize that he's going to give this guy plenty of room because he's going to have to peek out one way or the other. Now, if you know anything about firearms or shooting targets, the further away you get from that house, the fewer degrees you have to turn from left and right to make a choice. If you are very close to that house, you have a large arc to have to turn your turret or firearm or whatever it is that you're playing with. And he's done. Oh, the shot is missed. I was so sure that this game was over. That is amazing. Okay, so Papadox is still in the game, big time, and he has 1 minute and 14 seconds. I guess he's not sure if he wants to take the full route to run away. And this is a tricky one. Which way is Wizard Ken looking? That's what Papadox is wondering right now at this time. Is he looking to the left of the house or the right of the house? The east side, the west side? He is not sure. The KV4 turret, it moves pretty decently as far as its speed. And here he goes. He's going to come around this house, and he thinks, oh, he does not see Papadox. Proximity, they know exactly where they are. They are so close. Now Papadox has lost the initiative as far as having gotten that distance when he was going north on the 7-8 line. Now they're back to this this peek-a-boom action here. Now this is 32 seconds left. Possibility. Possibility. All right, so Wizard Ken is moving in. He's not sure where he is. I think he does know where he is. He does know which house he's behind. 20 seconds to go. Oh, man. Now's the time to make your move, buddy. Now's the time. He needs to just race right by. Because he's going to lose either way. You might as well go out in a blaze of glory. What is he going to do? Maybe he's not paying attention to the clock. Because he has nothing to lose at this time. Because Papadox will lose the game. And there you go. The game is 1178 of damage, sent out. Oh my, oh my. I misread the bar graph, forgetting that the bar graph is a visual representation of the whole potential. And therefore, even though Wizard Ken's KV4 had a larger bar graph indication, in turn, you look at 1178 damage was given by your Papa Docs into Wizard Ken's KV4. Wizard's, KV4 only delivered 940 free. I'm so excited. 944 points of damage. Therefore, nobody was destroyed. You look at the max damage delivered in the game, and your Papa Docs is the victor against Wizard Ken, who was piloting the KV4. So well played by both guys. Nice work, guys. GG all around. Good game. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. All right, folks, pretty exciting. We are nearing the end of this tournament. The brackets are getting narrower and narrower as we go towards first place or the final victor. We've got Killer Ezio coming in with the IS-3, and he is battling Machiavelli 2189 in the IS-3. So we've seen a lot of IS-3s poking into this battle, this map, this tournament. Let's see if the battle strategies change, though. We've seen a lot of IS-3s being used, and we've seen how they've been used. We've seen the center of the map being used a lot. A few times we've seen some folks taking the 7-8 line. I believe KS Fat Cat took the 7-8 line with his IS-3. And now we are waiting. Again, remember, we have the advantage of seeing everybody on the board, but these guys do not. So you have to continue to imagine that they are constantly in the dark. They don't know where the opposition is going to pop out. All right, so I believe we are 3 games away. I believe this is the 3rd game until the end. I could be wrong. Would have to check the bracket there. And once again, you've got Killer Ezio taking up the center. A very often well-accessed area of the map for commonsensical reasons. We've got 2 similarly paced tanks as far as speed. Notice the IS-3 driven by Machiavelli. He has the repair kits, 2 of them, by the way, and he has rations. He's not concerned about losing folks, medically speaking, and he's not concerned about fires. Meanwhile, you've got Killer Ezio, who has chosen to go with fire extinguisher and repair kit and rations. So he is not concerned about losing folks, losing any type of crew members. And again, these guys are both coming up empty-handed. Nobody has line of sight. They're absolutely not close enough to see each other or to cause any type of signal alert to go off based on their being 50 meters or closer to each other. However, that's about to change here right quick, because I would wager they're almost 100 meters away from each other. And of course, Killer Ezio is looking over, and it's about time for him to leave because his patrol's coming up with nothing. And what's going to happen? Lo and behold, abracadabra, who spots who first? And Machiavelli saw Killer Ezio first, delivered the shot first, but Killer Ezio was able to deliver one as well. So for all intents and purposes, they are pretty even Steven. I believe Ezio is going to probably pull... No, he's not. Wow, he's giving him broadside. And he had an... he repaired the ammo rack. I thought he wanted to go down. He does want to go down. He does want to go down. He is giving the top... He's conceding the top, the high ground to Machiavelli. Now, this could be good or bad because Machiavelli, he cannot poke over. If he does, it's going to take a big, giant... push forward with the hole in order to get the gun down. He's going to slide down. Is he sliding down? He is sliding down. Oh, and he paid for it. He paid for it. Oh, and it's a bounce. Machiavelli paid for sliding down. Killer Ezio was patient enough waiting for him, and now they're just waiting for their reloads. Oh, it's a bounce. It's anyone's game. It's anyone's game, and he could bring this with one more hit by Machiavelli. He can bring it to even again, and he is. For all intents and purposes, this is an even game. However, that one shot took Machiavelli 2189 out of the game. That was a pretty darn good battle. All came down to that one patient move of what he's going to do when coming down the hill. Killer Ezio, in the end, delivered 1,500 points of damage, and Machiavelli 2189 delivered 1127. Both of these gentlemen fighting in identical IS-3s. All right, let's go ahead and check out the next round. All right, folks, we are back for another round as we get closer to first place and driving the AMX 1390, your Papa Docs. I think I'm more tired than the tankers. Driving the AMX 1390, your Papa Docs is back for more. He has driven the same tank throughout the whole match, as well as Machiavelli 2189, who has taken out the IS-3 in a previous match, the one right before this. Machiavelli lost to Killer Ezio, who was also driving an IS-3. Now, these two gentlemen here are going to go ahead and battle it out, and I believe they are going to play to see who is going to take third place. The winner of this, I repeat, will be taking third place in the tournament if I am reading my charts correctly. We can always go ahead and sort this out here in a moment. But for now, let's go ahead and get our eyes back on the action. And you see here, Machiavelli taking up the center. I'm sure he's going through his mind that he is dealing with a very fast and very ninja-like light tank, which of course loses 0 camouflage while on the move. Now, Papa Docs, as I've mentioned before, I believe this is the third time I've seen him do the same maneuver, that when he is on patrol, he goes ahead and skirts all the way down the 1 line, then takes the K line. However, early on, he noticed the IS-3. So he was able to change his behavior, adapt to the situation, made a shot there. If I was him, he would probably be, I would be reloading, because you have plenty of time to reload that autoloader. But he took that shot and to no avail. Nothing really occurred. Now, Machiavelli, he is aware that he was taking shots from over in the distance. Of course, I would wager he does not know exactly where. So by poking around, it's still a shot in the dark, anyone's game, and it's just kind of not really smart to do that. So he's going to be very patient. He still has 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time. He's waiting to see if Papa Docs is going to come up and try to follow up with his earlier melee. And nobody is popping up in the center for Machiavelli to shoot at. Remember, he's sitting here in the dark. He has no clue. He does not know if the light tank is going to be going up the 8-9 line to the north, spinning around counterclockwise, then coming up the center. He does not know if the light tank is going to be going up north on the 4-5 line, coming around this small bend here to his immediate left. Either way, I think he's in a very good position, a very good defensive position to be ready for either option, because those are the only two ways that Papa Docs can get here. Meanwhile, Papa Docs, knowing that the IS-3, I'm assuming he still knows, I don't know, maybe he has lost signal. But the last time he saw the IS-3 was in the center, and he is very fast, he's looking around, and the IS-3 is not coming up from his rear, so maybe he's thinking the IS-3 went to the north, or maybe he is simply trying to outflank and reposition in such a way that he's going to smart his nemesis in the IS-3. All right, so here we are. Pretty much still the same thing, and I'm going to guess that the IS-3, which has terrible view range, still has no clue where the AMX 1390 is located. And I'm going to go ahead and wager as well that the AMX 1390 has no idea where the IS-3 is, and if he is simply trying to figure out a way to get past that fortification, because the way that Machiavelli is set up right now, he is absolutely set up for a defensive position against an attacker. Here's the problem, though. If this was real life, it would make sense. If we were playing to the death, that would make sense. Notice nobody has delivered any damage. There has been 0 shots penned. That being said, there's 1 minute and 17 seconds left, and if this comes to a draw and we look at distance traveled, man, I'll tell you what, Forrest Gump in a tank, AMX 1390, driven by your Papa Docs, has gone around the globe several times. He will absolutely be declared the winner based on the metric of distance traveled. So, here we are, waiting to see what's going to happen. You can see Machiavelli does not know where Papa Docs is located. He is looking around. He is not sure. And there, I believe the IS-3 has been spotted by Papa Docs, I would assume. He has to know where Machiavelli is located. He's looking in the correct direction. He's making maneuvers that would indicate to me that he knows where not to be. So this is going to be cat and mouse, and it's pretty much, hey, don't shoot me. I'm going to beat you on distance. But here's the thing. One hit by either party, and that person who delivered the damage, the most damage, will win. You have 15 seconds for that to occur. I doubt it will. Papa Docs is far out of view, and you know, Machiavelli has no clue where Papa Docs is located. And there is a delivering damage. Wow. Not only did Papa Docs beat him in distance traveled, but he used his ninja skills to outmaneuver, outview range, out camouflage, and there you go. Papa Docs in the AMX 1390 takes victory, sending 258 points of damage towards Machiavelli, 2189 in the IS-3, who delivered 0. That was a very, very tough match. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming up. All right, folks, we are back, and it is the IS-3 piloted by Machiavelli 2189, and he is going up against Wizard Ken, and he is driving the KV-4. So back at it. All right, so little snafu here, and looks like we had a misalignment of some players there, which we can get into the details later because I'm just now getting word of this. But I believe it is fixed, and this particular game is the third place battle of Ken versus Machiavelli. So let's see how this works out. I'll go ahead and figure out the rest of the details later, but in our big operation here, I cannot get all the details at my fingertips. It's not ESPN. That'd be interesting. Okay, so the IS-3 with Machiavelli piloting that thing is very, very fast. Has made it all the way down, straight down the 3 line, passing the 4 line, and he is going to shoot Ken in the keister. And there it is. Ken has been, oh, there it is. Pull back, pull back. No, he is going to stay there. And the IS-3 took the damage in the tracks. Took some damage in the tracks, but looks like he did feel some pain on it, though, because his bar is down. I did not see that occur. Wizard Ken is looking like he is hurting more than the IS-3. And so what's going to happen? Ooh, 417 off of Wizard Ken, 312 off of Machiavelli. I have the feeling this game is going to go as quickly as the reload times can go. Now, he does have the height, so he can really pen the sunroof there on the turret of the IS-3, but I think it's a moot point considering one more shot, and Wizard Ken is absolutely gonna die. Here we go. Done, done, and done. Kind of reminds me of my battle. That battle really went south from that one pivotal point, in my opinion, based on when they saw each other, having to turn around, and so forth. So there you go. Machiavelli 2189 driving the IS-3 did 1650 in damage. Wizard Ken driving the KV-4 did 610, and of course got blown up and absolutely lost that particular round. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next round. We are back, and we are almost done here in this tournament with Clan 47R doing some 1v1, some gladiator stuff. Never done this before. Pretty fun, pretty exciting. Everyone is having a great time, and it is the IS-3 driven by Killer Ezio coming out in the North Spawn. You've got your Papa Docs taking out the AMX 1390. Both these guys have been consistently taking out the exact same tank. So I'm expecting some good things from these guys because they know exactly what they're doing in these tanks. In fact, the whole clan as a whole, I'll tell you what, these guys are a great group of guys, really talented, and just fun to hang out with. So kudos to all of them. It's been great games. But let's go ahead and not celebrate too early. Let's focus on this last battle and give it the respect that it's due, because I'm hoping to see something very entertaining. And here we have Killer Ezio taking the 1 line. Taking the 1 line all the way south, being very, very stealthy, or attempting to be, as he hugs the very edge. Meanwhile, you've got your Papa Docs, who's been doing a lot of what I would assume, what I would classify, not assume, a really good light tanking mentality of saying, you know what does this tank really do well, considering, not real life, not a battle out in the world. This is a 1v1. It's a different world. And I need to just, 1, not get shot, and 2, outspot these guys, out-camo these guys. So here he is, just chilling, waiting to see what's going to happen. Is the IS-3 going to be popping over the 5 line in the center? Is he going to take a peek over there on F6? These are the things that are going through Papa Doc's mind. Now he's going to go on he's going to take his typical, this is the reverse of Papa Doc's usual patrol route. Here it is. I've memorized his route by now. And Killer Ezio, although he doesn't see him, he is pretty much trying to do the same thing in the IS way, the IS-3's way, which is very limited view range. Meanwhile, he has no clue, and now he sees him. He saw him before Papa Docs realized but he missed. So now we're kind of back to square one. Square one meaning we know exactly where each other is located. However, I believe that, you know, Papa Docs might have the advantage in that he has the mobility. And there he is repositioning, getting the heck out of Dodge, because the last thing he wants to do is get shot or get involved in a close range battle. So now he's made it to a location where he cannot be sniped at this point in time. Now he knows where the IS-3 is. He has an idea of the speed that the IS-3 can bring. So the IS-3 is either going to pop over the hill, not likely, or he's going to run south, or he's going to run north. But, you know, he may even just camp. The point is that the MX-13, he has the camouflage, and it has the legs. And so what your Papa Docs is going to do, if I've seen anything that he's been doing earlier, he is going to reposition all day long and really use his view range and his camo rating to the best of his ability. Meanwhile, you have Killer Ezio knowing that, you know, Papa Docs could be in the middle, could be coming from the north. So he is waiting, and waiting. And I think he still does not know where he's located, but he has an idea. So he is going to probably do his own patrol. And if he is not, if he doesn't notice, if Papa Docs is not spotted, I will bet you $1 that Killer Ezio is going to go straight and then either make a right or just continue going east. He senses something. He senses something, and it was probably Sixth Sense, actually. And now Papa Docs is falling into that terrible, dangerous situation of being in too close a quarters with a heavy tank. Here's his opportunity during the reload. Now get out of there, Papa Docs, because the reload, oh, and by now, oh, and he really knows his reload times well. Look at that. Papa Docs just schooled Killer Ezio with the reload time, throwing in those hits. That was amazing. That was amazing. Now he is reloading and getting out of dodge. Killer Ezio has to take the 1.7 or the IS-3 up the hill. It's a challenge. I mean, he's just really losing on the speed. However, he is not out of this game at all, because your Papa Docs is probably very confident and he wants to finish off the IS-3. The IS-3 just simply needs to land one good shot to really even up the game. Heck, he may even get an ammo rack. Who knows? So these guys are close enough. They have, wait for it. He's going to go in. Oh, man. There it is. Oh, he's tapped for 63. And he gets a bounce. Turn. Maybe. This could end it. Oh, does not end it. It is done. And there it is. Your Papa Docs in the AMX 1390 takes out Killer Ezio, who was piloting the IS-3 in a very, very good battle. These tankers did a great job at the end there. Killer Ezio delivering 498 points of damage in this battle. Your Papa Docs delivering 1,500 points of damage in this battle. That was a game very, very well played. Nice work, guys. Good game. All right, the time has finally come. If you guys have not already figured out who came in first, second, and third on this glorious tournament, let's go ahead and quickly do a quick rundown on the third prize. The third prize being a $15 Xbox code. That went to third place, and that was Machiavelli. Second place was the $30 Xbox code. That's going to go to Killer Ezio. Now the grand prize, the first place prize of a 1-year Xbox Live code, that's going to go to your Papa Docs, and that is your lineup. Everyone in the tournament, except for me, did a very good job of playing. It was really entertaining. Nice stuff. I also want to say, thank you for the folks who were assisting, spectating, of course, played, and most importantly, everyone who is so awesome to make this clan so great, including the folks who wanted to remain anonymous in donating those prizes. Guys, thank you very much, and I look forward to the next one. Now, where did my crew go off to? Oh, I see. There they are. Okay, girls, tell them who they are if they're receiving this transmission.
You are one of the 47 Ronin. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.